Hi, third grade. Today, you guys are going to be using a product called Google Sheets. And what we're going to do in Google Sheets is create some cool looking art projects by coloring in the different squares. So I have a special Google Sheet created for us to be able to do that. So if you look under your May 5th tech assignments, you'll see the assignment called Pixel Art Google Sheets. And you should see the link right there, but if not, just go ahead and hit View Assignment so that you can see it. And what you're going to do is open up that spreadsheet. Now you're going to notice, and I'm going to switch my screen here, that this spreadsheet looks a little different than yours typically does if you've ever been in Sheets before. This one has a little bit smaller squares, and there's some color boxes up here at the top. So what we're going to do is simply use this to create a little smiley emoji face. And to get us started, how this works is each number, if you would type a 1 and hit enter in any box, it's going to color that box red. And if I typed in a number 7, it would color the box purple. So you can see these numbers have been programmed to work, and then you're going to use the colors to make a smiley face. So how we're going to start is we're going to start in cell A10. Now, every column has a letter. Every row has a number. When a column and a row come together, they form a box, just like we have here, and that box is called a cell. Every cell has an address, just like our houses do, and this address happens to be A10, because that is where this box is located. If I clicked over here, we would be in cell H15. To get us started, we're going to go to cell A10, and you're going to type the number 3 and hit your tab key. And you're going to notice that it turned yellow. Now, I don't have to always hit my tab key. I can hit enter as well. But what I want to do is I want to have this be the center of my smiley face. So I want a whole row of 3s here. Now I could simply sit here and hit 3 and tab and 3 and tab and 3 and tab until I get to where I want. Or I'm going to show you a different way. Okay, I've got the first one the way I want it. If I click back on it, you see how the box has a little blue box in the corner. If I take my mouse to that blue box, notice how it turns to a plus sign. Now if I click, I'm going to push down with one finger. My other finger on my other hand is going to slide all the way over to column J. And you can see the dotted lines is showing how far I'm stretching it. As soon as I let go, it fills it all in yellow for me. Quick and simple. Now, I'm going to actually have the next 4 rows, 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all going to be yellow. So one cool thing I can do is I can highlight my yellow row that's already done. So I can drag across it. Notice it now has a blue square. I can click on that and I can drag it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have a big yellow chunk in the center. Now, next, we're going to basically start to curve it in a little bit. So I'm going to do a 3 again. I'm going to hit tab. I'm going to go back to that one I just colored, and I'm going to drag it over, but I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to start to stagger it. So I'm going to do a 3, hit enter, click back on the square, go back to the blue square, click and drag. Now, if clicking and dragging is not working for you, you can do the 3 tab, 3 tab, 3 tab, 3 tab. Okay, whatever is working best for you. Sometimes the click and drag can be a problem. And now the top half of our smiley face is done. So now we're going to do the same thing down here. So I'm going to finish off my smiley face. Again, we're just doing staggered rows of yellow. And we're just trying to make this the smiley face. Finish this off. And then we'll show you how to put the eyes and the mouth on. Oops. Now see, I messed up there. So I can hit undo and I fixed my problem. And if it gets like it takes off on you, now all this is yellow and you forgot to hit undo, okay? All you have to do is drag across it and you can hit your backspace key or your delete key there and away it goes. It'll erase the color. So now I kind of have my smiley face, or my face, so I'm going to need to make it smile now. So I'm going to put some eyes on it. I'm just going to click where our yellow box already is, and I'm going to type an 8. Now you're not going to be able to see that I typed that 8, but I typed it, and if I hit enter, it's going to turn black. So I'm going to just type a series of 8s in the form of a square. Did 4 8s there. I'm going to come over and I'm going to do the same thing here, 8. I can even use my arrow keys to go over, and I can arrow down, I can arrow left, and then I just hit enter to get that to show up. And so now I'm going to do my smiley face. I'm just going to stagger that as well. And I want kind of a flat spot here for that part. Just a number, and I'm just hitting my arrow keys to kind of move where I need to go. And every time I type the number, I have to hit enter or use my arrow keys or my tab to move on. And there we go. There is our smiley face emoji. Now, if you haven't spent your entire 20 minutes and you want to try this on your own, any of these colors will work. So I've had students who have tried to do all sorts of designs. I have had students do like rainbows, where they've done a series of the red, and then they go and do the orange. And I'm just typing the number and clicking, type, click, type, click. Okay, so you can do that. I've had students try to do their letters of their initials. I've had students make flowers, all sorts of things. So if you still have time left of your 20 minutes, go ahead and use some of these other colors and play with it. Your workspace is all these tiny squares. So that line here, you can't go past it. So you can do work over here. You can scroll down and go forever down below and put in pictures and try different things. So give it a shot. When you are done, though, you do need to turn your work in. So back over here, you'll notice that there is not a turn in button for you to hit. So what you'll need to do is go back to Google Classroom. There's your turn in button. And that's how you turn in your work so that I can see your great Google Sheets pixel art. Good luck.